Now, so we did a Goodwill video where we established one thing. I just mentioned it in passing, but you were kind of like thrown off by it a little bit. So I figured we'd elaborate on that and then go into any other aspect that might come up. And it's my rule. I called it my number 1 rule, but that's not really true. It's probably my number 56 rule.
Yeah, you do have a lot of number 1 rules.
Yeah, they're all just
after a certain point. You're
just
like,
misnumber them, really.
Yeah.
But this
you
is
just
a
don't
rule.
know how to count.
That's a very big problem. Okay, it's not good, especially when I'm trying to get off the right exit.
That's dude.
Anyway, this is one of my important rules, and it's that I don't jack the old wiener to anybody that's dead.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
it's weird.
And look, it wasn't always the case.
You were stroking weens to corpses 24/7.
Yeah, super all the time. It wasn't always the case, but to be fair, there wasn't really anything at a certain age that interested me that was, defunct. The exception, Audrey Hepburn totally whacked the wiener to that.
Didn't you whack the wiener to freaking Dorothy?
Yeah, when I was a youngster, yeah.
She was long dead.
Yeah, so did you. I think everybody
I'm still stroking the wiener.
that hit puberty and still watched The Wizard of Oz loped the old mule to Dorothy, I think.
Inflated the old balloon.
If you didn't,
Click the old heels.
clearly something's wrong with you.
These don't make sense, by
nope.
the way.
But anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was exceptions at a certain age, but there was one particular celebrity death that made it impossible for me
Oh, I know
to whack it anymore to anybody that was dead.
who. Yeah.
Now, before that, yeah, like I said, Audrey Hepburn always tickled my pickle.
Yeah.
That classy vibe, I don't know what it was.
Dancing all weird in those commercials.
Them little weird dances, yeah. She made black look good.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about Audrey Hepburn. I still have an Audrey Hepburn thing. It's just a thing, Okay. I never had a Marilyn Monroe thing, but I get why people like Marilyn Monroe. I get it.
Hit it.
She's got that bombshell look.
Yeah.
Fine, I get
It's
it.
a little full.
My Monroe was Audrey Hepburn. I don't know what it is. It's like the Kate Blanchett thing. Like, why? Only she's way prettier than Kate Blanchett.
People actually stroke it too.
Yeah, nobody strokes it at Kate except for me.
Yeah.
You hear that, Kate? Hit me up with the mace. That is. Anyway,
fat guy strokes
but yeah, there came along one day where somebody that was a dependable stroke material passed, and after that, I just couldn't.
Your wiener just went sad.
It wilted. As far as dead folk go.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Who is?
Luann.
Yeah, Luann. That's it.
Yeah, Luann from King of the Hill.
Yeah, the cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AKA.
It was Brittany Murphy, man. Now Brittany Murphy was kind of like she never really made it huge, but she was definitely one of those lower A level. No, I wouldn't even say that. Like upper B level actors that had kind of a small little cult following because of some of the roles she played.
Luann.
Like in Spawn and the Prophet series, and then of course Luann. She had a little cult following. But there was just something about Brittany Murphy that always...
She's definitely stroke-worthy.
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
She was really pretty. And there was just something about her that, just kind of, I don't know, like she projected like a sweetness. And then she had a very distinct look and voice on top of that. There was just something about her that was like a package.
Yeah,
that
all-around
said,
stroker.
I dig that, and so does Mwang.
Yeah.
And so when she passed, though... First of all,
you didn't shed a tear, but your penis did.
I didn't shed a tear.
But your penis.
I wish
did.
I could be one of those people that pretends they shed a tear when somebody super famous dies. Not that I'm saying it never happened, but come on, folks, let's be serious here. It rarely happens. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was bummed out. First of all, she was incredibly young.
Mm-hmm.
2, mysterious circumstances of her passing, and just a tragic lead up to it. And 3, my stroke material was suddenly tragic.
Yeah.
Like all I could think about if I tried to go down that route was, damn, she's rotting in the ground right now. Currently. And I guess it had never hit me before because when I was stroking to Audrey Hepburn, for example, she was long dead. It didn't even cross my mind. She was dust.
She was already dust.
Yeah. Whereas here was
dust.
Brittany Murphy in the immediate present at the
rotting.
time. Yeah, freshly rotting. She was literally, meat of worm food. I was like, this sucks, man. So, I wish I could say it was some sort of moral compass being changed, but really it was the fact that all I could imagine was a bucket of worms arriving in the earth and then being reminded that, this young life had expired.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that just ruined everything, didn't it? So I've never since then stroked it to anybody that's passed, no matter how beautiful they are.
I can't think of anyone that would be stroke worthy that's dead.
There's got to be somebody.
There's got to be someone. I just can't think of any.
It's definitely not Elizabeth Taylor.
Prince.
Oh, God. Prince?
You would bet him if he freaking came up to you and were like...
I would pet him because he's tiny, or was tiny.
Bed him.
Oh, bed him? I would not bed Prince. Thank you very much.
Prince would bed you.
Well, possibly, but that's not the point. The point is, would I bed Prince? And the answer is definitely no. But, there's got to be somebody that,
Can't think of anyone.
That you might consider it. But the question is, were there somebody, would you?
Yeah.
How, okay, like who's somebody that currently you're like, oh, they're pretty hot? That's alive.
Shakira.
Okay, if Shakira died tragically, or, any death, I guess, would be tragic, but died specifically tragically.
Yeah, like her ass was blown off.
Yeah,
Damn, that would suck.
Her ass was sucked into a turbine, chopped off.
Just the
she
ass,
bled out.
Yeah.
Do you think you could find yourself stroking? Yeah, she's got some good ass videos though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not good ass videos, good ass videos.
I don't think it would stop me from stroking. Now here's the thing: I haven't stroked to Shakira in a long time. So I think like,
let's say you were at peak Shakira strokage.
Yeah, and
again the turbine incident happened.
I think I would. I think I would have to.
In memorial.
Like it's like a memorial, like
stroke.
Like when you pour one out for your homies. Instead of pouring one out for my homie.
I don't think I can do it, man.
Be, semen instead of booze.
It's like, what if no, it's weird, dude. Like, first of all, I
don't think of the ass being ripped off.
That's what happened. Her ass got ripped off. That's all I could think about. Yeah, canonical fact. Shakira's ass got ripped off.
Don't think of the ass being ripped off. Think of it as you memorializing the gloriousness of the living ass.
Yeah, but it's gone. It's no longer living ass. It's just literally dust in the wind.
Yeah, it's gone, but not forgotten. You gotta keep remembering it. Keep a memory of the butt alive.
I tried my best. Worst effort ever put forth, by the way. I had this one poster of Brittany Murphy that was a favorite. So much of a favorite that I considered laminating it because there was potential damage that could have happened.
Seed blasting.
Let's just say that I used to have a fucking cannon blast.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I think we all went through that. Anyway.
It's definitely not the case anymore. Yeah. But the point is, there was this poster that, if I didn't aim right, it could have gotten stained. So I considered, laminating that bad boy.
Yeah, if you went to that Kinko's, though, it would have been clearly.
Yeah,
it's being laminated because this dude's semen.
I got that Shakira poster laminated. She's all nude in it.
People are like, man, this dude's semening all over this.
I can honestly tell you that I've never jacked it to that poster. It's just laminated because I didn't want it to get ruined. But by my semen. But the point is, this Brittany Murphy poster, I was like, dude, I gotta get this laminated because it's gonna fall apart or worse. My semen will one day hit it. And
right in the face it would be too.
Yeah, and it would ruin it forever. And there was only this one poster. Yeah. It wasn't a commercially available poster. It's just this one I had, and it was her in panties, looking over her shoulder, and the whole shebang, right? Yeah. And I was like, this is the best poster of all time. And when she died, I took it down and retired it, man. 21 gun salute, and none of those guns.
Hang it up on the rafters.
Yeah, the rafters, and 21 gun salute. And none of those guns were my penis. It's a tragic event. Just couldn't do it, man. But anyway, just figured I'd ask where your morals are at. Apparently nowhere.
I think when it comes to me, the person literally could be dying currently, and I would probably be stroking it.
Yeah, that's like in front of you.
Well, no, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. See, now you just sound like a degenerate scumbag. Hashtag, you heard it here first.
Obviously, if someone's choking to death in front of me, I'm not going to freaking stroke.
Yeah, your first concern.
I'll wait till they die and then stroke.
No CPR at all.
Yeah.
Well, Heimlich.
Oh, I'm do some CPR on my penis.
God, break it. Anyway,
Oh yeah, huh?
is there anybody dead that just stroke it? Question
God
of the
damn
week.
it.
Look, no, it's a serious question because a lot of people still, like Marilyn Monroe, it's got to be one of the most stroked to individuals of all time, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's still people stroking it to old fucking Monroe, you know?
Does it count if like their looks died? Because Betty Page, ooh.
Oh, Betty Page got hideous.
And she died.
But that's another thing. Like, if the chick is no longer, aesthetically pleasing, I stress before somebody's like, oh, I don't know, looking at, there's people shaming, body shame. No, we don't know these people.
Yeah.
So all they are to us is whatever they present to us and a person that we see. So stroke material in some cases. In this case, Betty Page
That's what she was.
Stroke material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not like I knew her, and if I did, apparently she was a humongous asshole.
There you go.
That killed people. But the point is,
Oh really?
Yeah, she was in prison for attempted, or actually, I think she actually did it. Don't quote me there. She did something fucked up.
Interesting.
But apparently she was kind of weird. But that's not the point. The point is, to us, all she was a pinup model.
Yeah.
But we know that
pinup
later she's definitely not pinup
Hideous.
material. So the question is, can you continue to stroke to someone knowing that they're not necessarily at their peak? Nobody ever stays at their peak.
Yeah.
But knowing that they're definitely not hot anymore.
Didn't age gracefully.
Yeah. Like if Scarlett Johansson,
Damn, she ended up looking like a hag.
ended up looking like Honey Boo Boo's mom,
Oh.
could you stroke to classic Scarjo anymore? I don't think I could, dude.
Damn. That's a bad... weirdly enough, with Betty Page, I could. Mainly because, the images of her being old and hideous. Again, not discriminating against old people.
Yeah, we love hags.
She got old and hideous. They're not very easy to find. You gotta dig a little.
Yeah, but you know where the status is at.
But she's such a classic pinup model.
The pinup aesthetic on its own is like...
It's my bag.
It transcends the person. It's more about the vibe of the pinup.
Yeah,
so I guess I can understand that.
It's my bag.
It's your bag, but you hate Lacey Evans. I'm just putting that out there. Anybody that doesn't like WWE doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. I'm just pointing it out.
Anyway, I think I could.
Okay, but let's say somebody that's not Lacey Evans,
someone
like
Scarjo.
Scarjo, straight up Honey Boo Boo,
dude,
mom. I don't know what her name is. Shitty Boo Boo.
That threw a freaking wrench in my gears.
That's what I'm saying.
Scarjo is like hot, and then you get freaking Honey Boo Boo's mom.
Yeah, which she still got like Scarjo's face, but it's the Honey Boo Boo's mom's surrounding.
She lost
flesh.
all that weight. People always tell us to lose weight. Clearly, that didn't help her.
Yeah,
still hideous.
She's weird. I had a big ass head when I was, at a good weight.
Dude, I
was not a good looking guy when
I have a massive head now. Imagine that shit.
I was like an alien.
Straight up lollipop.
216 pounds, 6 foot tall, and I look like a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Straight up gray, Area 51 status.
Yeah, you turned gray. That was really weird.
Was I meant to be a big guy? Because I don't know. We'll find out.
It was all that prison Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Scarjo.
I couldn't if she looked like freaking Honey Boo.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like if she got hideous but still looked like her, like if she retained some of the.
Look, I'll give you a good example. Like watch, like Julianne Moore is ancient.
Oh yeah.
And she's got the sinewy neck and the old lady hands, and you got to get her in the right light nowadays to. But she's still you can still see a beautiful woman there.
Yeah.
No matter how the old is creeping in.
And she still looks like her.
And she still looks like her, yeah. Whereas, exponentially fucked up change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you take a Scarjo and then you freaking turn her into literally Honey Boo Boo's mom, there's nothing of the original Scarjo there.
Exactly.
So I couldn't... Oh, wait, but I'm still stroking it to the old Scarjo.
Yeah, you're stroking to the old Scarjo, you fool. Why are you stroking it to Honey Boo Boo's mom?
I think I lost...
What kind of shit is that?
I lost the
lost
target.
Perspective?
Damn. I think I could. But that thought would always be...
Yes, it's always there. Hence, why? Why bother? Why waste that seed?
Because it's classic, dude. But, you know that feeling you sometimes get, right after you stroke? You know,
Like I wasted my time?
No, like the shame, like, man, I stroked it to. That sucks. Hideous. So like,
what are you stroking it to? Honey Boo Boo's mom, apparently.
I've gone down like some rabbit holes where you're just like, man, that was a thing I freaking stroked it to. Huh?
Was it the ombligo hump?
No, thankfully not. It did have to do a lot with like Asiatic pubes, if you know what I'm talking about. Like
long pubes.
Yeah, like you find like a hot chick, but you have to kind of deal with the pube, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so like after you're finished, you're like, man, that freaking was not worth it.
That pube.
And you feel a little shame, like, I didn't have to stroke. I think that would happen. Like I just stroked it to OG ScarJo. And then you finish, and then the new Honey Boo Boo ScarJo pops in, and you're like, it was a thing I did.
I can't do it, man. I don't know. It's weird.
It's
say
different.
This. See, it's different if you know someone. Like you know, if you marry someone, you're in love with someone, they grow in age with you.
Yeah.
So you know, you fucking all the time. Or conversely, like some people, you just get tired of that shit, and then you divorce or are miserable your whole life. It's not one or the other.
Yeah.
The point is. You know, it's different if you know someone. You adapt.
Yeah.
You know? Versus, this is just like an icon, like somebody that's out there whose image is mostly what you see.
Yeah. Suddenly she looks like Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, suddenly she looks like Honey Boo Boo's mom.
Oh, yeah. Mom, not Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, then it's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. It's a waste of time.
Damn, though. She's hot now, though.
She's hot now, but yeah, just the mere idea, like, no.
Like, don't tell me that if like, freaking ScarJo had, like, the sexiest freaking sex scene of all time. You know, like, she's, I don't know, full-on penetration or something. Who do you like? Russell Crowe. She's banging Russell Crowe, and the scene is, like, hot as shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you would never go back to that scene and not stroke it again. There's Russell Crowe. There's hot ass.
I'd go for Russ, but not for ScarJo.
Yeah. There's hot ass ScarJo, and it's like everything's showing.
Look, this
and suddenly she looks like Honey Boo Boo, but that scene is still freaking.
This is how I'm gonna put it to you. Okay, you know I'm not a tit man.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly fond of humongous titties on a chick.
Yeah.
You know, if you got them, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, in terms of porn and stroking,
yeah,
I'm not big on the tits. So it takes a lot for me to like a tit girl in porn. So there's this porn chick named Brandi Taylor. Or, I mean, I don't know if she's still active or not, but whatever. Back in the day she was. She still may be. I don't know. She had huge tits, the point.
Yes.
And she was she wasn't, you know, she didn't have an athletic build or what would be called a perfect body or anything like that. She was kind of portly.
Round?
Yeah, she had meat on her bones.
Morbidly
but
obese?
No, she had meat on her bones, but not in the shapely sense. You know, she had a kind of a odd shape, but she wasn't hideous, right? And the mere fact that I was stroking to this chick that had huge tits, you know, alone should tell you that I had a particular fondness to her overall physical presentation. However, cut to a few years later of silence, and you know, there's some videos that I found that are relatively recent compared to the older stuff. And she's got these jacked up tattoos. She's bigger, but since her body build is not particularly feminine shaped, the bigness doesn't come off right. And again, I stress, this is because this is all I know of this person. Yes. She's a porn star. That's all I know. I wouldn't care. But the point is,
I'm fat. You stroke it to me all the time.
Yeah, but the point is, her tits were like 10,000 times more enormous. But not in an attractive way. She just looked not attractive to me anymore. So I couldn't stroke to the old material because all I knew was.
I will say that with porno, that does happen more. Like, there was this chick, I don't know her name, that freaking Guardian recommended.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Layla Star?
Yeah, and I looked it up and I was like, damn, this is bad.
Yeah.
And then I saw some of her old ones, like, yeah, she's fine, but now it's
she got ass implants and shit.
Horrible.
Terrible. Just bimboed herself up in the worst possible way.
It's like the ass doesn't even look it's like...
Yeah, it's disgusting. Not a good ass at all.
No. So I see it with porno more.
But it's the same concept. You're thinking here somebody like a hot ass chick, like ScarJo. You know, and you're like, so apparently it's a full penetration scene. but you just know instinctually that she's horrible looking now. It'd be the same effect.
I think ScarJo's had, like, you know, with actors, but they're not the real person. But, you know, you could be like, hey, I'm banging that character that Russell Crowe's fully penetrating right now on screen, which I assume would be cool. It doesn't make a lot of sense, my logic.
I can't do it. I'm going to go ahead and pass.
But you would still stroke to Russ?
Oh, yeah. Well, Russell Crowe.
Makes sense.
Obviously. Anyway, what's your take on this, guys?
This is a weird video.
Let us know.
Stroking to corpses is what it's going to be called.
In the meantime, hit like, share, subscribe, I guess.
Yeah.